Oh, Yeva joined. Perfect. Hi, Yeva.
Yeah, hi, sorry for being late.
It's okay. Okay, I think we can start with in such a group. If people will join, then yeah, they need to catch up eventually. They can always ask me questions. So last time we worked in Ableton, making music, and on a popular demand, I decided to change my plans to for today to instead of doing something else, we're gonna talk, and I'm gonna show you some interactive software to make interactive things, right? So because most of you also are interested in this juxtaposition of sound and video, or music and video, music and visual art, and juxtaposition or combination, whatever you want to say. And oh, by the way, sorry for my voice, but the pride and the after party completely killed my voice. So anyway, so yeah, I was wondering what to show you, and I think I got several ideas. Oh, another joint, Min. Do I spell it right? Minha or?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk today about interactive stuff, and mostly about Maximus P. But first, let me open my my notes. Yeah, first we're gonna go into some theory because without the theory, we won't be able, to go into some concepts of working with audio. And you already got some theory, but not as a theory, but as a practice. You will exactly understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, about why we need some theory, because we are gonna talk today about the spectrum of the sound, or the timbre of the sound. Spectrum, timbre, actually those two things are quite the same. And also we need some knowledge about filtering and EQing, and also yeah, what we can get from the wave shape, because if we are gonna do anything with sound, like if we're gonna do any translation of sound into video or video into sound, then we need to know how the sound is constructed, right? So the sound, basically each sound. Wait a second. Can we have a whiteboard here? Oh no, I think no. Anyway, give me maybe a piece of paper, and I will describe it on a piece of paper. And where is my piece of paper? Here it is. Okay. So, as we know, each sound is a wave, right? But do you know that sounds, all the sounds are not like, a regular wave, like a sine wave, but all the sounds are much more complex shapes. Do you know that? What I mean by much complex shapes, let me, yeah, here we go. So we can have a regular, I hope you see it, right? You can have like a regular sine shape, but if we add another sine shape, but with different frequency, right? And if we add one to another, like point by point, we'll go like, you know, we add this and this. If it's plus 0.1 and this is plus 0.5, then we will have plus 0.6, right? So if we go point by point, we can create a much more complex shapes. Like this, the third one, the wobbly sine wave. And this is a math. I don't know if you've ever heard about something as fast Fourier transform or Fourier transform without the fast. So it's because what we do now is like, you know, adding one wave to another, right? But how to, you know, extract or how to how to extract all those waves into something much into simpler waves, like, you know, how to extract this wave into this and this, right? So this is what we called Fourier transform. In Polish it's transformata Fouriera, stupid one, but anyway. Or Fourier transformation, sorry, it's transformation, not transform. And it's a very complex math equation that we don't need, but because at this point algorithms and programs are doing that for us. So I even don't know what's the equation, to be quite honest. And why I'm talking about that? Because each sound consists of each sound we can, you know, transform the shape of the sound into small, simpler waves, and those simpler waves has a certain frequency. So and when we add more those frequencies, more those simple waves to this complex wave, then the sound becomes richer. It becomes more complex in terms of timbre. It's like you can imagine on the you know, at one side the most simple way that we can achieve naturally, which is a glass rimmed with a finger, right? So it's like, you know, when you're doing the circles on the glass, it's a very simple wave, almost just one wave. But and here, you know, we got this sound, and at the end of the complexity of sounds, we got like harsh noise. I don't know if maybe just a digital harsh noise like white noise, or maybe a noise of I got a fan that is, you know, blowing air onto me, and it's like very complex sound, or a humming of the ventilation in your computer. It's also like, you know, this very complex sound. But it as well as this, you know, very simple and this very complex, we can just transform those waves into the simplest waves. And why we need that? Because if we want to, in our brains, it goes like very quickly. We just, you know, hear the basic, the basic wave. Let's say we call it fundamental wave, and you know, our brain goes like, okay, this is the fundamental, so this is the pitch of the sound, right? And so it's just, you know, it's trained, it knows how to distinguish pitches from music material. And the better you are, and the better hearing you have, the easier, the more quickly you can guess the pitch of the sound. And why we need that? So if we want, you know, to, for example, to the video to follow the pitch, then we need to know the pitch, right? Also, why we need that? Because if we know that each sound has its spectrum, it has its, you know, the spectrum. What is the spectrum? It is like with I don't know if with colors. No, because colors are just, colors are just simple waves, right? That has a certain frequency, but we can compare the sound spectrum into the material spectrums. So, for example, uranium has a different spectrum than carbon, right? And yeah, this is with the sound. Each sound has a different spectrum that also changes over time. So, and why we need that? Because then, if you know some things about how the sound is, constructed, then you can get some data out of it. You can get some, information, like, okay, I need to get only low frequencies from the music, only low sounds, right? I mean low in terms of pitch. So I just need the low frequencies. So I know exactly what to do to get those frequencies. But to make the thing that I'm talking about now less like, oh, it's magic, I'm gonna show you the very simple thing. This is here. Give me just, can you see the Ableton?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Let me just change the look. I'm gonna zoom it in, and make a paper cut in a moment. I don't want that. Why don't you change? Yeah, okay, that's enough. So we're gonna use in utilities. You got a spectrum, but maybe not here. Let's have an instrument and a synthesizer operator, and yeah. So we got, this is the sine wave, as I told you, this is the most simple wave that we can. And let's see how it looks like under the microscope, or just spectrogram. So after a while, what we see here is just noise. It's never mind, don't pay attention to that. We can just see that here it's like, to the extreme, right? And this is the frequency of the sound that I'm playing now. Give me a sec. Why it's so glitchy? Because my computer in this weather is it's dying. Okay, give me a sec. It's too much for my computer. Again. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so we got this frequency here. Maybe I will change the buffers first. Give me a sec. Not this. What's going on? Why it's here? Oh my God. Give me a sec. I'm gonna turn on the sharing. And that's exactly why I don't like Microsoft Teams. Anyway, yeah, preferences. Let's go here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be better. Yeah. Here we go. So yeah, you hear probably the glitches, but it's like, because yeah, it's a little bit too much for my computer. I'm also gonna maybe kill the web browser. And mail, we don't need that. And also, I already turn on the max, which is sometimes really killing the process. But never mind. Yeah, we get this frequency. So what is gonna happen if I'm changing the wave to something else? Let's change the wave to maybe So D. yeah, you can see that it has the first one. This is, you can also see in the left corner of the spectrum device the frequencies, then C3, as you can see, and also minus 21.8. Can you see that? Folks, can you hear me? Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I see also that my computer is like really glitching at the moment because of the temperature. Yeah, let's chill you down, baby. Anyway, so yeah, you can see the. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's getting better. Yeah, and for example, the next one, the simple wave is C. Yeah, C4, right? The next one will be, I can assure you that it's gonna be G4. And the next one is gonna be C5. Okay, so yeah, also, you know, those simple waves that we have, we can, when the sound is like very, we call it harmonic, which means it's very, how to describe this? Very clean, let's say that. Then those simple waves that we are talking about, those simple waves has a certain frequency that is really you know, relying on the first one. So the first one has 220 hertz. The next one is going to have 440, which is twice as many. And the next one is going to be 3 times as many, so it's going to be 660 hertz. And the next one, and it's like you know, up to the infinity if we want. But one extra thing, to make those complex shapes, as you can see, the next wave is a little bit softer than the first one. And also the third wave is softer than the second one, etc., and it's going on and on. Why is that? Because, you know, then our brain is also like, our brain is looking for the loudest wave in the spectrum, and then it calls like, okay, this is the pitch of the sound, right? So now I'm playing C4, and yeah, C3, and here on the spectrum we got the C3 here, the first wave, the first peak of the spectrogram. Anyway, I'm gonna show you something a little bit more complex. And one of my favorite plugins.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
The microphone is like going very, I don't know what it's called. Like, if you're too close to it.
No, okay. It's because it's glitching. Let give me a sec. I'm gonna do this the other way around. Give me like 1 minute.
Sure.
Ouch. Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, like now it sounds better.
Yeah, sorry for that. It's because of the temperature. My computer, unfortunately, those new MacBooks has a very big problems with the temperature. So when it's like this hot, and in my apartment is like extremely hot now, it's just, you know, getting really, yeah, it's just overheating. Okay. Yeah, now I can. I just unplugged the external monitor, which I think is gonna really help. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Again, shared the and here is the A button. Oh, now it's okay. I'm gonna get really mad. 110. Here. Okay, now you can see the Ableton as well, right? Okay, I'm gonna use one of my favorite synthesizers that has a built-in spectrogram, and it's really cool to see how the sound changes when we play with it. When we play with. So yeah, let's start with something quite simple. Maybe let's let's turn off all the effects, all the filters, and just let's stay with. Still something is going on. Oh, here, yeah. None. Still, kill me. Okay. It has to be 0. 0. Yeah. So you can see the spectrum here. Also, we can see how it looks like as a wave, which is really cool. And then when we play with it, for example here, you can see how the wave changes, and also in the spectrum. What we can do with this, for example, when I'm using this. And here as a wave. So yeah, it's very cool to see that, Also, I think there's oh, this one is gonna look cool. So yeah. So you can see that we got those frequencies all over the place, all over the spectrum, and yeah, the more wicked we go with for example, band passing, right? You can see how I shape the spectrum, like almost physically. Yeah, let's. And with this one, low pass. It's a little bit too loud. So why we need that? Because, for example, let's take some maybe a little bit more complex material. This looks good. Let's play it, and then, for example, let's take EQH. So we got equalizer, and here's also spectrum. You see the spectrum of the sound, and let's take the low pass filter, and now you only can hear the very low kick. So we can transform this kick, this information of kick, into something that is gonna be usable for us. So yeah, also it's same with filters. When we are gonna use just a regular filter, you can see that here, it's pam pam. We can hear the rhythm without all the extra instruments that are higher. We can also do this. I found like a snare frequency. That is the snare sound is like very strong in this part of the spectrum. And here is of course the kick drum. Anyway, let's get out of the Ableton, because today we are talking about Maximum SP, right? So why I was telling you all of that, this kind of complex theory, because if you are gonna work with, you know, with video and manipulation of the video and sound, you need to, it's like with everything, right? We got some data, but then we need to process the data, right? To something. We need to filter out some things and decide onto what is gonna, you know, be the what's gonna be our data, what's gonna be our crucial stuff that's gonna control or be, you know, processed further. So, and the same is with the sound. So, for example, when you want to blink, you know, a video to the rhythm of the kick drum, then you need, you know, to go with your yeah, you need to process the sound through a filter, through a bunch of filters maybe, to just, you know, get these low frequencies. And this is something that you can do in Maximum SP, definitely. Also in Maximum SP you can do video stuff, and you will see that. And also some, as I mentioned already, interactive stuff, which means we can use controllers, we can use Arduino, we can use many different things. So now I'm gonna show you Maximum SP, and where is it? Oh my God, it's something here now. No, don't open. Okay, show me all the. I need to kill it probably. Crashed. Yeah, again. Give it a second. So maybe first I will start with how often I use Maximum SP. I use it almost all the time, to be quite honest. I use it in my compositions, in my jamming sessions, in my live acts. It's just, you know, a thing that I've learned quite some time ago, and I really like it. You know, I really like the workflow, which is which becomes kind of obvious after some time, but it's also like very yeah, it can be really fruitful. So yeah, here is let's start with a new patcher. This is how, you know, it's, or maybe not with a new patcher. I'm gonna just show you how, what's the key of, you know, programming in Maximum SP. You know, in Maximum SP you program with objects, but not objects like in C++ or any kind of object-oriented programming language, but rather visual objects. Like, did any one of you worked in Unreal Engine, or I don't know, any kind of, like, you know, because it's called nodes, right, in Unreal Engine, as far as I know. And also you can have those nodes in Unity. Did any one of you work in either this or the other one?
There were some classes in Nuke, which is also node-based.
Okay.
It's video, like editing, like where you edit like channels and stuff like that, and yeah, layer.
Okay. So
yeah, it's like with nodes.
So yeah, perfect. Then you want to be lost and you want to feel like, oh my God, what the fucking spaghetti. Okay, perfect. Again, what was the program?
Nuke, Nuke.
Ah, okay. I think I I've seen it once.
Yeah, the guy said like if you do editing for music videos or something, you either have like After Effects, Nuke, or a third program.
Okay, I see. So yeah, I need to check it out. Sounds cool if it's node oriented. Anyway, yeah. So in MaxMSP, you also use those strange objects, and those strange objects has yeah. In MaxMSP, we got different types of objects like objects, messages, float numbers, because those are integers, and comments, yeah, different kind of, and also UI objects, which is kind of fun because, or UIs objects. Oh yeah, the legendary button in MaxMSP, which does nothing, just hits, it sends a bang, as you can see. But it's, yeah, it's why it's legendary, because it's like a very first thing that you create in MaxMSP. Integers. Now sliders, you can have sliders, and the most important thing is that you can connect a MIDI controller to control the slider, and it's like a very simple thing to do nowadays in MaxMSP. So you can create a very complex thing and then control this very complex thing with just one controller, or even your phone if you want to. I'm gonna elaborate on that later. And so yeah, MaxMSP got different UI objects, different. It's this very powerful thing, but there are like three, let's say, modes, maybe not modes, but type of connections or type of objects, or type of workflow. So first one is logic objects, which is like, I don't know, gate, metro. Oh, I'm gonna show you metro. What is a metro? Metro doesn't come from subway or tube, but it comes from metronome. And let's put like 100, 1000. I created a trigger object and connected to metro. And then you can see that if I will press this one, it's like sending like a bang. We call it a bang. It's like poking this little object here to just blow up, show to like, oh, you got an information, you got an email. So yeah, and those types of objects are the logic objects, let's say. The other type of objects are sound objects. Max, that's why I'm saying MaxMSP, because this audio objects, the whole family of those objects are called MSP, which is something sound processing. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what was the beginning. And those objects have a special kind of cables or connections. Cycle is a sine wave. Let's also create not this one, but this one. Let's say this is a speaker. This is an oscillator. Oscillator. This is a speaker. So if we will connect, we need to turn on the speaker, and we need to connect this. And yeah, so as you can see, the cable is a little bit different than here. The audio of MSP objects are connected with each other by yellow, blackish cables. And also you cannot connect, all the objects. You can connect it here, but you cannot connect it. For example, you cannot connect this one, or or this one to. You cannot connect this one to this one because it needs an audio object, not a logic object. I call it logic object. And the last one, I think, which is the most interesting for you. Sometimes people say just Max, sometimes MaxMSP, and sometimes the proper name for the program is MaxMSP Jitter. And jitter is just, you know, how to say, almost the very same thing that is for audio, but for video and pictures. And jitter works a little bit like Touch Designer, but it's quite more, how to say, in Touch Designer, you got a lot of things already made. It's very like you connect this one, and it works. In jitter, you need to know what you're going to do, and you need to know what to do because you start with simple objects. But you can use some already made things, which is called Vizi. I like it because it's also very simple to work with. This is basically like in Touch Designer. Vizi here, input, grabber. I'm gonna grab something from my camera, and if we connect this one to this one, start, play. Why it's not? Probably because yeah, exactly, because it's trying to, I'm talking to you guys, so it's not gonna work. Again, stupid Microsoft Teams. Anyway, what can we do in MaxMSP with such a things? For example, with Logic, let me check my notes. Yeah. With Logic, for example, we can serial Arduino. Let's check it out. Oh, I didn't expect this one. No, I'm not gonna show it to you. So yeah, let's create something that you know already what MIDI is, right? MIDI protocol, and probably you get in touch with it when you are doing something with video. Does any one of you do not know what is a MIDI thing, like MIDI devices, MIDI controllers? Is there anyone?
I have to say I actually just heard it, but don't really know what it is.
Sorry, again?
I heard it, but I don't know what it is.
Okay. So MIDI devices are basically like, you know, let's start with MIDI controllers. I showed you once a MIDI controller. Yeah. I got two here, but I'm gonna. You can see. Can you see the? No. Wait a second. Yo. Yeah. Can you see me?
Yep.
Okay. So here is, for example, one of the MIDI controllers that I got. It has faders. It has potentiometers. It has some knobs. And it's just, you know, you connect it to computer, and when a certain software allows you to use MIDI, like what's the VJing software name? I got a really meltdown brain today because of the weather. Can you help me? What's the VJing software? How it's called? Resolume. Yeah, Resolume. So, for example, Resolume allows you, you know, it's like I think there is such a thing like a MIDI learn. So you right click on something and say like MIDI learn it. And it's gonna, you know, from now on, when you do this, you know, with your controller, then something is happening in the Resolume. And also in Ableton, it's very easy in Ableton.
Is it then the same? Because I knew, like, when I played piano, like on YouTube, they say download MIDI sheet, but yeah, we just thought, okay, it's just where you get the notes from.
Yeah, actually, it's almost the very same thing, because this device sends you an information like I press this key with such a velocity or such a a certain power, and I released it. So it sends which key is this, with what velocity, or how powerful, and then it also sends another information when I release it. And when it comes to music sheets, it's basically like a whole big map of what to do. It's like it's written down all those things that I are played on such a keyboard or such a thing. Because you don't need only to click on a controller to send the information. You can also create it artificially. Oh my god, my cat is gonna. Oh, I need to take him out. Yeah. So let me show you. I'm gonna connect it and show you how it works exactly. Here is my adapter.
Now the cats look pissed off.
He's not pissed off. He's like, he will be trying still. He's rather like, oh, okay. I'm gonna try in 5 minutes. Anyway, yeah, let me connect it. Now I connected it, and I'm gonna show you, for example, how to, in Maximus P, I'm gonna add object slider. Where is it? It's not here. Here, a slider. Yeah, slider. And just make it bigger. And I'm going into assign MIDI map, which is, yeah, MIDI mapping.
Oh, we don't see anything yet.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry. Okay, again, thank you for that. So many things to do. Thank you, Anna, for that. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I'm adding a slider here. Just putting maybe a slider like that. Yeah, stretching it. And now when I press here, assign MIDI map, enable for mapping, and I just choose one slider on my controller. And yeah, I connected it. You can see that, I don't know if you see my video, probably no. I mean, video.
Yeah, see that.
Oh, perfect. Then you see, right? I'm moving it to the middle, to the beginning, to the end. So yeah, and what can I do with it now? I can, let's create an instrument. So I'm gonna use, again, maybe not a boring sine wave. What do you think? Maybe a sawtooth, which I really like. And here it's, you can put saw, or maybe also phaser, yeah. Generate sawtooth signals. And yeah, my cat is here again. I told you. And yeah, connect this to this. Let's turn on the speaker. And now we hear nothing because there's I control frequency here. One thing, extra thing, I'm gonna audio status, output, focus rate Thunderbolt. Can you hear it now?
Yeah. Now it sounds like a door.
Like what? Board?
Like a door. A door.
Ah, like a door. Yeah, exactly. So, but let's maybe, because now I'm, MIDI signals, MIDI devices are limited to information from 0 to 127, which is because those informations are 8 bytes informations. Oh, sorry, 1 byte informations, which is, yeah, it goes from, it has 8, 0 or 1 informations. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna write it down to make clear what I'm talking about. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 means 0, but when we got 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, it equals 16, as far as I remember. or maybe not 16. 8. No, it's. I think it's 16. And and this is that's why it's limited to 0 to 127. But what we can do, we can multiply it. Why not? We can. I just created a new object with n on my keyboard, or you can double click on anywhere in the space, multiply, and put after a spacebar 2. And now we need to destroy this one, connect this one here. So yeah, we can also go even more hardcore, and let's do it like 4 times. Why not? So yeah, this is how you create very simple things in Maximus P. And actually, I just made the exercise that I wanted to, but maybe let's control the second one controller instead of this fader one. Let's control the keyboard. And yeah, here it is. Here it is. And now let's maybe destroy everything. Or maybe not. Let's leave our phaser object. And here it's not gonna be like assign MIDI map, and because we got keys here. So we need to take the information of what key we press, and then to transform it into frequency, because we want to control this phaser with our keyboard. I mean the pitch. So we put note in. Yeah, note in. And here, I just zoom it in. We got first one is pitch, second one is velocity, third one is MIDI channel. And we just need pitch, right? We don't need velocity, or we don't know yet what is a MIDI channel, so let's not bother with it. We just need pitch. And then the pitch is gonna be again like from, now I'm clicking my keyboard and you can see that it's changing, right? Already doing something. And I want it to be translated into frequencies. So it's not like, because now if I will connect this one to this one, again, we got this. It's not tuned properly. So we can transform it into, the object is MIDI to frequency. Sorry, so MIDI to F, M to F. We put it here, in between. So yeah, you didn't see me pressing the last key. So yeah, for example, Max is very helpful if you want to work with MIDI informations, like because you can transform the MIDI informations into anything you want. But not only MIDI information, you also got something which is called OSC, which is an acronym for Open Sound Control. And Open Sound Control is a protocol that it's basically like MIDI, but with this limitation of 0 to 127. It's the range is very, very huge, but also you can use it over the network. So you don't need, a cable, but you can, have another computer controlling this thing over the internet. I didn't prepare that because it's not the aim of today, but you can use your mobile headphone applications on mobile headphones. Like let me check. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. For example, there's Touch OSC. Tetra is C, and when I click, I'm going in. So I can, you know, connect those things. Yeah, just, and then I can connect it to my computer through the network. I just need to know the ID of my IP of my computer. Actually, we can do that. Why not? Let's. It's not gonna take a long time. Network. Yeah, here is my IP, and I need to put this IP in my in my phone. It's the beginning is okay as always. 143, and the port is gonna be 4000. So now, if I'm creating a UDP receive 4000. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. As you can see, I am doing something here, and it's already showing up, you know, on the here. So I need, of course, to somehow filter out all those informations, because it's like /1/fader A, and then, you know, the value. So Max, yeah, you can do that very easily in Max, for example, with unpack. And first information is it's something. So let's put like symbol, because first, yeah, it's treated as a symbol. And the second one is a float number. So we put S spacebar F. And then when we connect it here, F, we create a float number just to see what we're getting. And now I'm doing something on a fader, and it's changing also on the computer, right? And nowadays, for example, Resolume also natively, it got the open sound control inside, so you can, yeah, quite easily, maybe with a tutorial or two on YouTube, you can, you know, quite easy connect it to the to the Resolume. But yeah, okay. Enough of the logic part of and audio part of the Max MSP. Let's go to the video part. Let me open the notes. Yeah, video basic 3. So for example, video basic 3 here. So this is already, like, you know, quite complex. It's not complex, it's really simple actually. Anyway, it looks like quite a little bit more complex. So for example, we need to turn our rendering on, which is G12. It's like, you know, the whole environment of rendering. And then you enable we enable the video plane, and we read a movie. I got a very, this one is really cool. And so yeah, now it's just, you know, showing the video. But when I click T, does it work? It should, but it's not. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, it works, sorry. I don't know if you see that, but maybe I will show you the this object. It's this one key is like keyboard. So when I click something on my computer keyboard, it goes to here. So, you know, each key has its identifier, as you can see. Blah 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 blah. Right? And I'm looking for filtering out the 116, which is T. And then it's, yeah, you can see, like, you know, I'm just healing the brightness to 1, and then slowly fades out. So you can play with it, right? everything I'm doing now is like, you know, with the key. Yeah, I'm just playing the keyboard to the rhythm. So, but also we can do that with our MIDI keyboard if we want to. MIDI in, MIDI parse. Let's destroy all of this. And oh no, it's gonna be okay. We just need I need to look for it because it's already actually made. But maybe let's do this. Note in again, pitch, and we are looking for the pitch number C, which is 48 on my keyboard. Here it's 48. So I'm changing here 48. I'm gonna zoom it in a little bit. Connect it here. Yeah, it's working from the very beginning. And now I'm playing just on the keyboard. So yeah, enough of this BS. So yeah, you can do this thing, you know, in Maxim SP, and it's very. Then you can perform, you know, videos. Also, if you want to, you can change the videos with the keyboard if you want to. You can also change the video with your voice, etc., etc. It has so many, you know, possibilities. I'm gonna show you just a few of those possibilities, and I'm gonna implement also what we were talking about at the beginning of the lecture. So, sorry?
So it's basically a video DJ.
Exactly. But also it's a video DJing now, but we also can go different ways, right? With like, we can do something performative. And now I'm gonna show you that. For example, here, again, my notes. External connections, I already talked about that. But yeah, audio to video. So we are gonna use audio to control the video. Right? Yeah. Let me check now. Where do I got it? And last one time, audio to video. Video free. Okay. Max. Fucking hell. A file. Video free. Here it is. Yeah, I told you about. Let's turn on first maybe the speaker. I told you about this the filtering, right? And this is why I told you about that. Why it's so glitchy? Can you hear me? My voice is glitching as well or not?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so something is wrong with. Maybe I need to the status. Oh, that's why. Okay. So yeah, we got. Maybe not like that. Sorry. A little bit more. I prepared. It's like a very basic low pass filter. And here we can see does it sending? Something. We don't know yet what is it. Let's put here some values. And look for the beat again, right? So the kick. We need some kick.
Should we see something visual?
No, not yet, not yet. Now let me find the very same video. Maybe not this one. I got so strange videos here. Showreel? I don't know. It's okay. Well, it stopped. Okay, it needed a moment. I think it glitched. Yeah, it glitched hard. It has a hard time now. Yeah, you can see that, you know, let's try. It's just an old patch that I used, you know. It needs some tweaking because the values here are very low. But actually, let's just multiply it by like 2 and let's see what's gonna happen. Or maybe even more, 3 above 4, or maybe 4. Nothing? Cannot be. Anyway, because this is not the proper object. Let's put it here. Now I killed it. I need to put here, sorry, float. Yeah, it's better. Now with 4. With some more tweaking and working, we could, you know, have this kind of rhythm thing. A little bit too bright. So let's. So yeah, it's a very. I just used a simple filter to find, you know, to find the frequency that is like kind of loud, and I just, you know, took the amplitude of this frequency to something, yeah, to some signal, like digital signal, to why it's still playing. Okay, yeah, to control the brightness of the video. And okay, it's still like, you know, easy stuff. But let me show you something else. And this is actually, this is something the other way around, and I think it's really cool. But things are not cool for me as for the other people, as far as I know. Spectral Max, yeah, this one. So here we do something quite the opposite. We are gonna read a file, a video file. Let's again take this Peugeot in concept commercial. Yeah, it's. Let's turn on rendering. You can see the video here. And let's. Yeah, but why is there is no sound? There should be some sound. Why there is no sound? That's quite interesting. Maybe she's tired. The Max, I mean. Okay, again. Oh yeah, now it worked. So yeah, maybe start from the very beginning. I just take one row of the pixels that you can see here also. You know, what is exactly I'm taking, what colors are. And I transform the brightness of those, rows into spectrum. And here's the spectrum, right? It's really, yeah. It represents exactly what is here. Maybe like this. Yeah, I think it's. And yeah, let's maybe change the row to something else. You can scan basically the video. But let's maybe change the sound to not the phaser, but the noise. Yeah, it's. Oh, sorry. Sorry for that. And yeah, you can see exactly the spectrum that is, our noise, which is like all the frequencies that we can imagine, are going through those filters. It's like, we equalize it somehow, like in an extreme way. So yeah, it works like this. Let's turn it off. So yeah, this is completely the other way around, right? It's here you can control the sound, synthesize the sound based on your video. And if you would like to, do something else, we could eventually go, sum up all the columns of the pixels and then, do the average one. So we don't have the scanner thing, but it's like, you have something like, yeah, it's just, analyze the video column by column of pixels and just, do this very same thing. What else can we do with this? Let me check my notes. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all that I got, like, that is representative. Also, what we can do in Max is, of course, regular height maps. And so, yeah, it's just a 3D object that is, somehow controlled by this. Maybe, you know what? Let's change it. I just got an idea. Let's change it, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna change it. We need my voice, which is the input. You see the microphone here. We need also to see if my voice is going in this setup. It's a meter. So yeah, you can see my voice here. It's getting there. And now let's Gizmo. It was called Gizmo. No, we need to. I want to find the pitch of my voice, and so how high it is or how low it is. Frequency for blah, 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 blah. Pitch shift, retune. I think it's retune object. I don't remember exactly. Retune signal detected. Yeah, detected frequency. Exactly, that's what we want. Anyway, here's the original signal and detected frequency. We want to. Oh, it's in this. Okay. So it's number with a wave. So my voice should work with this now, but it doesn't. Oh, closest note. Let's go for a closest note. This doesn't work. I don't know why. Maybe here. Why it's not working? It should. Closest note. Okay, maybe like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, doesn't work. Signal pitch. Give me a sec. I'm gonna pitch detection. Exactly. This is what we want. Pitch detection. We just need to turn it on and in the settings of this object. Detect pitch. Yeah. Now it should. Yeah, it works. Perfect. Okay. Number with a wave. Closest note. And we can see no, still no. Here, I think it should go, it should give me something. I don't know why it doesn't like my voice, probably. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Sorry for my singing, I know it's stupid, but we are looking for that. And trust me, if you're gonna work with sound and stuff like audio, you're gonna do the very same thing. Anyway, we want maybe to fasten it up. This, this transformation. So the higher my voice is, the faster it is. I just first need to know why it's that fast. Function, yeah, speed. Yeah, here it is, I think. It is this one. Oh shit. This is another. So no, we just want to put here 0, 1. Oh yeah, okay. We got something like that. So let's put speed, speed number 1. So if we change it like here, yeah, exactly. This is what we are looking for. And now we need to connect my voice to this thing. So first of all, because this is this MSP connection, right? So we need to somehow translate it to just regular numbers. So we do that with an object snapshot, which just, checks this signal, this thing, at a certain frequency. Every 10 milliseconds here. So we connect it here. And now we are gonna have this thing like that. Maybe not. We need also to rescale it somehow. So because my voice seems to start around 17650. Okay, so we go scale object from 150 to, let's say, 400 to 0.1 to 4. So it's not gonna be like that crazy. And now we got it here. Wow. As you can see, this object is changing depending on my voice. Yeah, it's not like that intelligent. It's not the best algorithm here, but you can see when it's going faster. Yeah. So yeah, you can do such a things in Maximus V. You can be an idiot, legally. Yeah, you can be a legally idiot and without any consequences. So it's, I showed you a very, very basic things in Max that you can do. I showed you just, a tip of an iceberg. Because it's as I said, it's like a very complex environment that is very Yeah, it can give you a lot. It can give you a lot of tools to work with. It can give you a lot of things. And the most important is that, you know, the community of the Maximus P is very wide and is very helpful. Also, there are plenty of tutorials for Maximus P, and actually the best tutorial for Maximus P is built in Maximus P. So when you go help, no, reference, we need to go to reference. Yeah, here, home, tutorials, and then you got, you know, all the tutorials, how to work with data, how to work with MIDI, how to work.
Something?
Sorry?
Should we see something or not?
Oh, of course you should see something. Thank you, Anna. I'm just lost like a child today. So yeah, when we go again, when we go help, reference, home button, and in contents, you got Max, topics, tutorials. You go into tutorials, and you go with tutorial 1, hello. You got all the informations here, and you got next lesson and the next lesson. And trust me, this is exactly how I learned how to code with Maximus P. Exactly this. I was doing one after another. When I wasn't understanding something, I was just, you know, oh, one thing. All those tutorials have, when you open tutorial, you got all those objects here. And it's like you go, you know, you read those objects while you read also this tutorial. So it's, yeah, it's just fulfilling each other. And you just go with with the text, what's going on here. If you don't understand, you can always, you know, tweak it by your own to check how, you know, certain objects behave. And yeah, it's this is how you can learn it. Eventually, you know, there's amazing people who are doing amazing tutorials for Maximus P. Also for Jitter, there's for Jitter there is one guy, Italian guy, who is I think his channel is called Awesome Maximus P Tutorials or something like that. Let me just check it oh, I turned off my web browser. Give me a sec. I think, yeah, he's called Max.
And you stop sharing your screen.
Yeah, I know. Max, also Max. MSP. Amazing Max MSP tutorial. Yeah. For example, this is one of his. I'm gonna throw it on the chat. Chat. Pokaż konwersację. Okay, yeah. So here you got the link to one of his tutorials, and he's also, you know, teaching people around the world. For example, my friend who is she's a programmer, and she let's say a programmer. She's doing things in Touch Designer, and she went for his workshops once. Unfortunately, she was really tired because she was really high on on the temperature, let's say. And she don't remember that much from those workshops, but she said that those workshops were really good, and he was really helping them. And he also, you know, sharing all the things like, you know, all the patches that he made. I also used to do workshops last year during pandemic. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was like, oh, let's do the workshops with my friends. You know, I'm gonna teach them how to work in Maximus P. And it's, yeah, I got like a group of like every time, like at least group of 6-7 people. And yeah, we were just going through the Maximus P, like one lesson after another. I don't do it anymore because I don't have time. But it was very, you know, a nice experience. So there's plenty of opportunities to learn Max. If you don't like the MaxMSP workflow, you can always check Touch Designer, but it's not, focused on the sound, and that's a bummer, right? Because you want also to work somehow with sound and processing the sound. And MaxMSP has it all. If you want to, you can actually work with both MaxMSP and Touch Designer, because you can, from MaxMSP, you can send MIDI informations, MIDI data to Touch Designer, and yeah, then you can control the Touch Designer. So it's a very versatile tool. Okay, any questions? Anna, do you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
Not to this.
Sorry?
Not to this now, but yeah, I hope that like I can take some classes about touch designer and stuff, because I heard about it, but then also that it's sometimes maybe more in master class. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to. My friend, actually, I got a friend who is giving a class. She was thinking about giving classes in Touch Designer, but it's yeah. I get you. It's very very hard, to find a tutor, a teacher who is, showing you all the tricks, and not in a form of masterclass, but rather like, a regular thing. And it's really hard to find. But as far as I know, you can find ones. You can find ones for MaxMSP, for the also for Touch Designer, also for this old thing, Pure Data that I mentioned.
Yes, at least I'm happy that I now know that something like this exists, because like before that I didn't know that those stuff exist, and yeah, like at least I know what to find or what to search for now.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah, call that at least something. Was yeah, you can get out from the class, leave the class with at least some knowledge. Okay, anyone else? Any questions? Any comments? Do you have anything to say? Okay, folks. And last thing, in general, I hope you liked my classes, because today is my very last time with you. It was nice to meet you and nice to tell you some things. If you have any questions, if you have any ideas for things, if you want, if you want to collaborate on stuff, just send me an email, or just send me a message on Messenger. You know my name. You can find me on your Facebook. So yeah, if you also want, to learn something more beside the school, just hit me. And yeah, hope you enjoyed my classes. Hope you are leaving those classes with some knowledge, with some informations, and that it was not only helpful but also usable. That you're gonna use this knowledge that you got. Any comments about that? Any questions? Anything to say from you?
Just thank you very much for your lessons, what you taught us about.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's the only thing I can say. Okay, guys, I have to go today, so take care of yourself, and see you somewhere around. And yeah, bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Bye.